In Auckland, there are two brothers who stumbled across a way to cure an inflammatory bowel disease by adopting a plant-based diet. They made a business out of it.
This all started when my brother was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. He was on work experience in Japan teaching English. And I went into hospital, did a colonoscopy to see what was going on, and they put me in hospital for about a week. So he went from about 3 to 4 bloody bowel movements a day when he entered the hospital to about 4 or 5 weeks later, 30 to 40 bloody bowel movements a day. During the 5th week, I think the doctors and specialists said, we're going to have to operate, we're going to have to do surgery. And my mum didn't want that. She declined surgery. We were able to do a bit of research and we found Dr. David Klein. And so we changed to a whole foods plant-based diet. I started to feel a lot better. My bowel movements came down. He actually got better in a week.
Really?
I had no ulcers and my inflammation was very low.
What did the doctors say?
Well, we didn't actually tell the doctors that we'd stopped taking the medicines. When they left the room, he would throw it in the bin.
While their approach was rather unorthodox, their results were undeniable.
I would consider this to be one of the best books ever written on digestive health.
And the impact of a plant-based lifestyle can be truly profound.
The thing is with this kind of change in lifestyle and improvement in health, people who have been told that they have absolutely no hope, they've got an incurable condition that they're going to be living with the rest of their life, they realize that, hang on, I've got my life back. Please follow us on Instagram at High Carb Health, and don't forget to click on that green H so you follow our stories and get to see everything that we eat and do throughout the day. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you are notified of all future videos. Haha, so your eyes aren't deceiving you, that's us in a feature-length documentary called The Big Fat Lie. Yep, we're in a documentary, how cool is that? And you can get this documentary on iTunes, on Vimeo, and Amazon Prime as well. So, check out the links below for the documentary. But I was lucky enough to have a chat to the producer of the documentary a few weeks ago. And his name is Dixon. And we talked all about his documentary and some of the things he has experienced in his life and what he found out as he was interviewing some of the experts, including us. So enjoy. I'm joined by Grant Dixon. How are you, Grant?
Good, thank you very much.
Fantastic. So Grant is the director of The Big Fat Lie, which is a plant-based documentary. And Grant, if you'd just like to share with us your story about what happened to you and why you decided to make this film.
Yeah, okay. Well, it goes back about 12 years, I guess. About 12 years ago, I was told by my doctor I had a marker in my blood saying that I was sort of for a heart attack. So I was a bit worried about that, and I did what I thought I could do, with the normal advice from the Heart Foundation and stuff. But 2 years later, I did have the heart attack that was foretold. I rushed to hospital, and I ended up with 4 stents around my heart. And then a year later, I was lying on my bed listening to the radio, and along came Dr. Cordell Esselstyn, who wrote the book How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, or something close to that. And from that day on, I changed my life and changed my diet to a whole food plant-based diet. And as they say in the movies, the rest is history. I run 5Ks 3 times a week, so I run 60 Ks a month on average. My health is good. What more can I say? I tend to live to 90, maybe to 100, who knows. I thought I was doing everything right, but I wasn't. Unfortunately, the doctors weren't telling me what I needed to know. That's why I called the film The Big Fat Lie, because in a sense, they're lying to me, and lying to lots of people that, you can carry on eating meat and dairy and you'll be fine, It's not true. It's not true. Well, the science is very clear. In fact, the World Health Organization is very in favor of eating lots of fruit and vegetables and cutting down as much as you can on meat, animal protein. If you want to play Russian roulette with your life, keep on eating meat. But if you want to be sure you're going to get through okay, give it up. And the dairy too. Dairy is poison. But I think there were 7 professors I interviewed in the documentary, and about 20 experts, of which your brother and yourself were 2 of them, and a lot of doctors, a lot of people with PhDs. And the common thread was get that animal product out of your diet, and you will live much better. And bowel cancer, for instance, is associated with processed meat and red meat, and that's covered in the documentary of a professor who talks about that. Yourselves and gut health. It's just so obvious that what you eat is what affects the way you live and your health. One comment I will make about the diet, the whole food plant-based diet, is that I like to use the illustration. It's a bit like the Lord of the Rings. One ring rules them all. One ring rules them all. Well, it's actually one diet cures them all.
Tell people where they can find your documentary.
Okay, thank you. It can be found online at iTunes, Vimeo on demand. You can buy DVDs of it from Amazon. If you're in the States, it's everywhere in the States. It's on at least a dozen cable channels. It's on a lot of other websites like Google Play and VUDU, I think it's called, and another dozen. I don't know what they are, but it's
what we'll do is we'll link them in the description below. Yeah, okay. I'll get you to send them to me, and we can.
I'll send you a whole list. It's quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your support, and thank you for appearing in the documentary too. It's definitely a strength in the documentary, and I was very pleased I came across your story so that we could include you as well. So all the best for your work. I think you're doing a great job. I really do, and you need to keep on doing it. You're really saving people's lives, which is great. So well done.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously really appreciate you taking the time to interview us for the documentary, and it's the first kind of feature-length kind of film we've been in. So maybe there'll be more, maybe they won't, but it's a real pleasure. Yeah,
it's early days yet. Yeah. Anyway, it's out there, and if people want to watch it, they certainly can do that.
Absolutely. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, and take care until next time. Give this video a thumbs up if you know what it's like to live with IBD, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. This channel is designed to help people recover from colitis, Crohn's, and any other form of IBD. You can always head to our website, highcarbhealth.com, for a free 30-minute consultation from anywhere in the world. And remember, there is a life after colitis.